Welcome to our channel, where we take you on a journey through some of the most iconic and historic sites around the world. Today, we're taking you on an aerial tour of the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. An aerial shot of the Forbidden City in Beijing, which showcased the grandeur and majesty of one of the most famous palaces in the world. The Palace Complex, also known as the Palace Museum, is located in the heart of Beijing and covers an area of 72 hectares. It is surrounded by a moat and a wall, and the layout follows a symmetrical design with a north-south axis. The palace was the Imperial Palace of the Ming and Qing dynasties and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Forbidden City is a testament to the grandeur and opulence of the Imperial Court and is a significant cultural and historical site in China. The palace complex consists of 980 buildings, including halls, pavilions, gates, courtyards, and gardens. The main buildings are arranged in a hierarchical order, with the emperor's residence at the northern end and the buildings for officials and the imperial family at the southern end. The aerial shot would showcase the intricate details of the architecture, such as the yellow glazed tile roofs, red walls, and ornate decorations. The palace is surrounded by a moat and a wall, and the layout follows a symmetrical design with a north-south axis. The main buildings are arranged in a hierarchical order, with the emperor's residence at the northern end and the buildings for officials and the imperial family at the southern end. The Forbidden City is a unique blend of traditional Chinese architectural styles and also includes elements of Chinese gardens and landscapes design. The palace is surrounded by a moat and a wall, and the layout follows a symmetrical design with a north-south axis. The main buildings are arranged in a hierarchical order, with the emperor's residence at the northern end and the buildings for officials and the imperial family at the southern end. The palace complex also has many museums and exhibition halls, where visitors can learn more about the history and culture of the Forbidden City. The palace is surrounded by a moat and a wall, and the layout follows a symmetrical design with a north-south axis. The main buildings are arranged in a hierarchical order, with the emperor's residence at the northern end and the buildings for officials and the imperial family at the southern end. An aerial shot of the Forbidden City would provide a bird's-eye view of this magnificent palace complex and allow one to fully appreciate the scale, design, and beauty of this historic site. It is a place where history and culture come together to create a truly unique and unforgettable experience. An aerial shot would also give a sense of the grandeur and scale of the palace complex, which is truly immense. The palace complex is divided into two main sections, the outer court and the inner court. The outer court was where the emperor held court and conducted state affairs, while the inner court was where the emperor and his family lived. An aerial shot would also reveal the layout of the palace complex, which is based on traditional Chinese jumancy, or feng shui, principles. This can be seen in the placement of buildings and courtyards, as well as the use of water in gardens. The palace complex also has many beautiful gardens and courtyards, which would be visible in the aerial shot. Furthermore, the aerial shot would also showcase the many gates and walls that protected the palace complex. The palace complex has 4 gates, each with their own significance and purpose. The main gate, the Meridian Gate, was used by the emperor and was the most grand and ornate of the gates. The other gates were used by officials, the imperial family, and the army. An aerial shot of the Forbidden City in Beijing would provide a unique and unparalleled perspective of one of the most famous and significant cultural and historical sites in China. It would showcase the grandeur and scale of the palace complex, the intricate details of the architecture, and the traditional Chinese jumancy principles that were used in its design. It would also give a sense of the beauty and serenity of the gardens and courtyards that are an integral part of the palace complex. It would be an unforgettable experience for anyone who had a chance to see it. Thank you for joining us on this aerial tour of the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. If you enjoyed this tour, please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more amazing tours and adventures. and leave a comment below and let us know what you would like to see next. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next tour.